Hola, ¿necesitas sacar el paquete de vocabulario? Hoy vamos a aprender las nuevas palabras de Unidad 4, Lección 1. En Unidad 4 vamos a aprender sobre las leyendas. We're going to be learning words that we are going to associate with legends and stories. Then we're going to be using what we've learned by naming the different characters and other elements of a legend. A lot of times when we tell stories or legends, we use expressions of frequency. These are some different phrases that you should definitely be familiar with. If you're not, I would recommend adding them onto your list of vocab. Okay, let's start off with some different words that are going to describe characters in a legend. El Dios, la diosa. El Dios significa God y la diosa significa goddess. El ejército. El ejército significa army. El emperador. El emperador significa emperor. El enemigo. La enemiga. El enemigo, la enemiga significa enemy. El guerrero, la guerrera. El guerrero, la guerrera significa warrior. El héroe. El héroe significa hero. La heroína. La heroína significa heroine, which is a female hero. El joven. La joven. El joven significa young man. La joven significa young woman. La princesa. La princesa significa princess. Now we're going to learn a couple words that have to do with places. There might be new places for us, places where a legend might take place, like la montaña. La montaña significa mountain. El palacio. El palacio significa palace. El volcán. El volcán significa volcano. Moving on now to some words that have to do with events that occur in a legend or a story. La batalla. La batalla significa battle. La guerra. La guerra significa war. Casarse. Casarse significa to get married. Please note that this is a reflexive verb. Contar. Contar significa to tell, like to tell a story. Please note that this is an O to UE stem changer. Llevar. Llevar significa to take or to carry. It can also mean to wear, like wearing clothing, but in this chapter we're going to focus on it meaning to take or to carry. Llorar. Llorar significa to cry. Morir. Morir significa to die. Please note that this is an O to UE stem changer. Pelear. Pelear significa to fight. Regresar. Regresar significa to return. Transformar. Transformar significa to transform. Now we have some words that have to do with the different parts of a legend. La leyenda. La leyenda significa legend. El mensaje. El mensaje significa lesson or message. La narración. La narración significa narration. El personaje. El personaje significa character. Now we have a few descriptive words for our characters in our legends, like Azteca. Azteca significa Aztec. Estar enamorado, estar enamorada significa to be in love. And then when you use de, it means with. Hermoso, hermosa significa handsome when you're talking about something masculine, or pretty when you're talking about something feminine. Heroico, heroica significa heroic. Histórico, histórica significa historic or historical. Querido, querida significa beloved. Los celos, los celos significa jealousy. Tener celos, tener celos significa to be jealous. Remember, a lot of times in English when we say to be, like to be hungry, to be thirsty, to be jealous, to be scared, in Spanish we're going to use the verb to have. We're going to use the verb tener. So tener celos literally means to have jealousy, but in English we say to be jealous. Valiente, valiente significa brave. And we have 3 more words that have to do with narrating past events. Había una vez. Había una vez significa once upon a time, or there was, there were. Either one. It can mean once upon a time. It can also mean there was, were. Hace muchos siglos. Hace muchos siglos significa many centuries ago. So the word in Spanish for centuries, siglo. Y finalmente sobre. Sobre significa about. Sorry, I couldn't come up with a picture to represent the word about. Right here, we do have an expansion of vocabulary for those of you who are interested. Again, you're not expected to know these words for a quiz or a test, but you might see them in activities we do in class, as well as you might see them as extra credit questions on a vocab quiz. It's really good if you have the time to write down a couple of these to help expand your vocabulary, especially for our upcoming project. Once you've completed jotting down all of our new vocab words, make sure you remember to take the Google quiz.